Many parents often wonder how to teach their kids about the value of money. Especially now, parents are busier than ever, whether they're overseeing virtual schooling, balancing work and home life, or making budget decisions amidst a global pandemic. Chase just launched Chase First Banking, its newest tool to help parents teach teens and kids about money matters. We have Head of Digital for Consumer and Community Banking, Allison Beer, with us. Allison, what is Chase First Banking and what makes this account unique?
Chase First Banking is a digital first bank account geared for kids that are ages 6 and up. It is a tool that's meant to facilitate the kinds of conversations that so many American families are having right now around the dinner table about healthy financial habits. So, learning to earn, save, and spend healthily. The team in the consumer bank really got to know the customer and got to know the real pain points for parents and kids. And the team in digital partnered with them to make sure that we had this great digital first experience for kids and parents. Kids are able to get their own chase.com app, but it's completely controlled by the parents.
Many kids have been home with their parents during the pandemic. Would you say this tool is more important now than ever?
Absolutely. I think for a couple of reasons. One, the macro environment really leads families to being reconsidering how they're spending, how they're saving. It harkens back to past financial crises. And, anyone who grew up during that, it was a pivotal moment for kids to watch their families really confront that. And I think a lot of people learned that those were really great teaching moments. And so we're seeing more and more people use this as an opportunity. And the research that the Consumer Bank has done is that parents want tools to be able to facilitate those conversations. And parents are busier than ever, right? I know my kids were homeschooled through the spring. And the idea of me sitting down between my Zoom calls and their Zoom calls to launch a financial education lesson just seemed, unrealistic. And so the beauty of this tool is that it is so simple. Parents can open a kid's account through chase.com or on the Chase mobile app, and they learn by doing. It's just a really easy tool to help parents have those conversations.
In grade school, you don't always learn about financial education. Why is it critical to learn good money habits early?
Well, I think for a few reasons. The first is the research shows that, the younger that kids have savings accounts, the more likely they are to graduate from college. Financially healthy families really help to have financially healthy kids, and that outcomes are better the earlier that you learn about financial health. We hear that from customers. The Consumer Bank really, did a ton of research on exactly, how do we meet the needs of families and came up with the design for Chase First Banking. And then it's been a real pleasure to be with the digital team as we fulfill on that mission to bring forth a product just like Chase First Banking.
Nelson, you have young children. Have they used this debit card or digital technology yet? And what do you hope they learn from it?
So they have used it. I believe in testing all of our products. And so they were early adopters because I wanted to make sure that everything worked the way that we intended it to work. They're 7 years old and they love it. And it has done what it was meant to do, which is facilitate conversations about what healthy financial habits look like. So when you get $5 for allowance, it doesn't mean that you have $5 necessarily to just go and spend on video games. That some of that funds are something that you should be saving over time, which, is a concept that even 7 and 8-year-olds can grasp. And they absolutely love having their own debit card.
Great. Well, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.